Howdy, it's Lonnie Ray Williams, President of the Independent American Patriots. Tomorrow is Election Day, and there's so much information about it out there that there won't be too many of you who hear this, but if you do, then this video is for you. You know, tomorrow is, apologize, I got you propped up on a bale of hay out here. I'm in the middle of doing chores and I just figured I'd get this out, so apologize if this is I don't know, on the spur of the moment. Anyway, no matter what happens tomorrow, it's the first day of a new country, one way or the other. No matter who wins, no matter if they cheat, no matter if it's a good election and most of America stands up for liberty and freedom, there's still going to be a large chunk of this nation who no longer believes in that. And that's because we've let it go on for far too long. For far too long, we have not decided to partake. For far too long, we have decided not to let our voice be heard, with the common belief that, well, somebody who loves this country is in charge of it and we don't have to worry about it. Just live your life and it'll be all right. I'm here to tell you that we can look around us and see that that's not true. There's selfish, despicable people who are in charge of this country in all political parties. And there's a scant few of them who are trying to do something different and in a bad way. And there's a scant few of them that are trying to do something different in a really good way and return our nation to our roots. The vast majority of everybody else is in the middle, trying to survive, trying to feed their families, trying to just make it. I'm here to tell you that tomorrow our nation changes forever, no matter what. And you get to decide if you made your voice heard, if you had skin in the game, if you had enough mental, physical fortitude, anything to get off your butts and vote. Here in Washington State, you can still register to vote. So you've got no excuse. None whatsoever, in my book, in this state. If you sit on the sidelines and do nothing, you're just accepting willfully whatever comes. And that's going to morally weigh on you in the days, weeks, and months ahead. So, with that in mind, I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you, if you have the opportunity, ability to vote tomorrow or today, if you got mail-in voting, just do it. You really have no excuse whatsoever in Washington State to not be able to vote. They've made it so liberal, I'm not even going to get into it. Just please go out and vote. Because in the dark days ahead, no matter what, there's going to be a large chunk of this country who says, I don't accept this path forward. And if Trump wins, it's going to be the largest mental breakdown in history on the left. There's not enough therapists and Xanax and medication in the world to soothe them to the reality that just hit them, that most of America don't agree with them. And their wacko policies are absolutely crazy, and we reject it. We've had enough. And if Harris wins, there's going to be a whole section of the majority of the nation who just sits around and looks at each other and says, what we say no longer matters. And the ballot box has failed, so let's see what other boxes have been checked off from soapbox and everything else, and what boxes remain that we have. And that's what, you know, the two sides of this nation are looking at. And I'm a conservative independent. I think that there's terrible people in all political parties, and that the political party system needs to be completely abolished, and that independent Americans stand up on their principles and say, this is who I am, and you vote for them based on a human being, and they represent you. That's the original contract with America that we don't have anymore. It's about a party system. But you have an obligation to make your voice be heard nonetheless, because this is the system we have. You have an obligation to stand and make your voice heard and said, I'm going to choose one or the other. I'm going to choose liberty and freedom or slavery and saying goodbye to civil rights. That's what's really on the ballot. And if you choose to do nothing, well, nothing will ever happen in your life. That's all I got to say about that. God bless every one of you who are voting, have voted, and have made your voice heard, and are going to make their voice heard. And for those who don't, can't, won't, I can't help you. Ultimately, it's in God's hands anyway. And I hope at least you're right with Him. Anyway, I got electric fence need tending to, and animals and other things. So God bless y'all, and winter's coming, my friends. Tops of the mountains out there a little bit wet, so won't be long before we get ours, and then you get yours, and then you better make sure you got food. Get out and vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Oh, look, God's saying hello, and the sky's parted. God bless y'all, and God bless the United States of America and this wonderful republic. If we can keep it, this is our opportunity to do it, my friends. Winter's coming. God bless you. Have a good day.